Hi everyone, Daniel Gannon back here again, and I'm here to do another Thomas Wooden Railway Showcase custom video. And today I am going to show off not one, but two new customs in my collection. So I'm proud to present to you Stanley and Fred. So we'll start off with Stanley first. So this is Stanley. As you can see, he's painted red right here. And he was made from a Freddy model. And I've got Freddy back right there in the background. And yeah, the face is from a Thomas Wood Dynamite Ryan, which came with a Scruffy, which has dynamite in it. And yeah, I basically just got a Freddy model and repainted it red. As you can see on his buffer beam, he's got like a square bit, which is meant to be like his coupling. And he's got it on the back as well, right there. He's got the number 2 on his sides and his nameplate right here. Those are actually off pictures I've printed off a computer and stuck them on with sellotape, like I do with all my decals. And you can see he's got like a black rectangle on his back, which is meant to represent that that part is open. So yeah, and also this part right here, his other dome, is actually a Lego piece. What I did is that I got a Lego coffee mug piece, cut off the handle and sewed it down a bit and stuck it on with super glue. And there we go, he's got his name Stanley written on the bottom. So, that's all I can say about the model itself. So, let's talk about the character now. So, who is Stanley? Well, Stanley is a Railway Series exclusive character who only appeared in the 25th volume, Duke the Lost Engine. And basically, you see Smudger right here. Well, basically Stanley had Smudger's role in that book, and when the episode got adapted for television, they didn't use Stanley for some reason, and instead replaced him with Smudger. And I think reason why that is probably because of budget reasons. They probably didn't have enough money to build a model of Stanley. So they basically just got Rheneas's model, repainted it green, and thus Smudger was born. So yeah, so basically, they're basically the same character. I'll just put Smudger right here. These two are basically the same character. They serve the same role in the story Grandpuff. The only difference is that Stanley was in the Railway series, and Smudger was in the TV series. So yeah, and that's all I can really say about Stanley. So I'll just put Smudger to one side. And then let's move on to the next custom, which is Fred. Now, Fred is another Railway Series exclusive character, but unlike Stanley, Fred never actually made an appearance. You see, Fred is a character who was only mentioned in Volume 40, New Little Engine, the book that introduces Ivo Hugh. Now, unfortunately, as you can see here with all the narrow gauge engines in my collection, I unfortunately do not have Ivo Hugh as of now. But anyway, this is Fred. He's got his name, if it will focus, there we go. He's got his name on the front, above his face. And he's got the number 9 on his sides right here. And yeah, so this was made from a Rusty model. And basically what I had to do, I literally had to get a hacksaw and saw off his cab. You know, because Fred doesn't have a cab, and well, I have to make this look accurate as possible. So I got a hacksaw and basically sawed his cab off, which was no easy task. Also, this slanted thing right there is actually part of his cab, which I cut down and repurposed it as here. Because after removing his cab and removing the cylinder piece right there, it looked a bit weird with, with nothing there. So I got bits of his cab, cut it smaller, although not the best, I must admit, and basically just glued it on and painted it. And these white lines right there, that's meant to represent his radiator. So yeah, for a comparison, let's show him off with Rusty. Oops, accidentally knocked over Mighty Mac here. Let me just fix that. And here he is next to Rusty, the other narrow gauge diesel. So Fred was made from a different model of Rusty. You see, Fred was made from an older version of Rusty. As you can see, the one on the right is a newer version and has a bigger face, while this one has a smaller face. Basically, what I did is that if you look at my previous videos, you'll notice that I used to have a Rusty that looked like this, only it wasn't black, it was in this colour, because that's the only Rusty I had at the time. But I recently got a new Rusty and I turned my old one into Fred. And so yeah, that's basically the story behind that. So this model that I used to use as Rusty is now Fred. So this is now my new Rusty in my collection. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say really. So let's just put Rusty back where he was and spin the turntable back here and get Stanley here. So yeah, that's all I can really say about these customs. I'm quite happy with them. Could have done a bit better with them, but I'm still new to custom making, so hopefully I should get better over time. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about these two new customs in my collection. So yeah, if you liked this video, thanks a lot, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.